Hello, I am Chris Pickard, Director of Body Imbalance in Hertfordshire, and today I'm going to be talking about natural health programs, where they might be going wrong, the ones I've put together, where I've gone wrong, and what I'm going to be doing to actually address a problem that I don't think anyone else is really addressing. And that is, what if you already know what to do, but you're just not doing it? Now, before I get into that, please make sure you subscribe to the channel to get the latest updates in health and wellness that I put together. Subscribe to the channel, press the bell to get the notifications, and stay to the end because I'll have more things for you to actually grab hold of and immerse yourselves in for free that are going to help really boost your health and your well-being. So first of all, natural health. What does natural health actually mean? Well, it really just seems to mean pretty much anything that isn't conventional medicine. So it's not drugs, basically, but it can then be as specific as just getting healthy by exercising, because that's very natural, eating healthily, very natural and very, very important, but not including things like supplements or maybe new technologies. Now, when it comes to natural health, for me, from my point of view, unfortunately, all the sort of traditional sort of natural health, which also gets put down as hygiene, old school hygiene, doesn't quite cut the mustard enough these days. Because 100 years ago, for instance, the food we had up to 10 to 20 times more nutrients than it does today. So 100 years ago, it was easy to get not just enough nutrients, but optimal amounts, tons of nutrients just from the food you were eating. Fresh fruit, vegetables, berries. Today, unless you're growing your own fruits and vegetables in really good, rich soil, it's likely that you're already going to have some vitamin and mineral deficiencies, even if you're eating healthily and organically. So it could be that you need to take supplements into what you're doing as part of natural health, which isn't natural, I know. But then there's also the fact that there's now a lot more toxins and toxicity in our environment. According to the World Health Organization, as of now, 2019, it's the fifth leading cause of adding to health burden on the entire world. And we know, for instance, in the UK, air pollution alone is responsible for adding to between sort of 30,000 and 200,000 early deaths. That's in the UK air pollution. And we're not just talking about London and the city centres, we're talking about the whole of the UK. And there's water pollution, there's stuff in our food as well. It just goes on and on and on. So these days, we actually have to take natural into an unnatural way with supplementations, but also we're bombarded by all this technology. And there are some things that aren't available to us naturally that we can do to actually help protect us from this unnatural stuff. So we can actually use the unnatural against the unnatural. But the whole idea for me with natural health is it's things that you can actually give to someone who's healthy and it will make them healthier. It's something else to add to their health. It's not going to make them sicker. Unlike a lot of medication like antibiotics. Antibiotics are absolutely needed in certain cases, absolutely. But you wouldn't give antibiotics to someone who's healthy because it would make them sicker. So I'm going to go through 7 strategies, that were taught to me by one of my mentors, Dr. Bob Rakowski. And I'm not going to start in the order that I usually start. I'm going to start with number 2. Number 2, which is talk right, communication. And I'm not actually talking about communication with you, from me to you, or from one person to another. I'm actually talking about the communication that goes on inside the body, the cellular communication, the communication between the brain and the body. It's vital that you actually make sure that all of these communication pathways are working properly. And so this can involve, yes, making sure you're getting the right foods in your body to produce the chemicals you need to talk from one cell to another. Also, making sure you're looking after your nervous system, your brain, and your spine. So this is why a lot of people go to chiropractors or traditional osteopaths in the UK. And when they get their spine aligned for their back pain, they notice other things improve as well, because it can aid communication through the body. But communication is all sorts of things: nerves, hormones, all sorts. Okay, and also light is actually a communication pathway in our body. So then we have eat right. So yes, we have organic foods, organic fruits and vegetables, how to actually choose the right diets. Also, seasonality is really important. And also under this comes supplements. And then just in my online Facebook group, which is free to join, it's called the Health Lab. It's actually called the Health Lab 7, because there was already a Health Lab. And the Health Lab 7 talking about the 7 strategies. I've just gone through the 5 supplements that I currently recommend for helping you protect yourself from the environment and also giving yourself more energy as well. So eat right, and I'll put a link to the Health Lab for you at the end. It will be in the comments on the YouTube video as well. Then we have drink right. Now, drink right isn't just about having lots of water. It's also about how to keep the hydration inside your body, which is one of the things that's often missing. When people think about drink right and hydration, they just think about putting the water in. But it's actually about, okay, do you maintain that moisture in the right places as well? That's something that's very often missed. I cover it in the Magnificent 7 Health Strategies training that I've done. I've done a free training, which you'll be able to get at the end as well. And I've also done a paid for really in-depth training as well, which is great for practitioners or people who really want to know everything. And I'm going to be putting something together for in the middle as well. So something that's not free, it's not for practitioners, it's something for people that just want to really start immersing themselves and understanding the really key important parts. 5, drink right. Then we have move right. So it's not just about exercise, it's about how we move through the day as well. Are you actually getting enough opportunities to move through the day? Then we have number 6, which is sleep. This is a huge problem. So many of us are not sleeping enough. We're sleeping poorly. We're waking up in the middle of the night because we're not maintaining the moisture in our body. We're getting rid of it. There's going to be many reasons. So if you're getting up in the middle of the night to pee, there's a problem. Okay, that's not normal, or it shouldn't be normal. But getting enough sleep and when you need to get sleep is absolutely critical, because if you're not getting enough sleep, you cannot heal. And I've just realized you can't see that. So number 7 on my list is detox, which is all about, getting rid of all the crud from your body. So first of all, you've got poo or pooping right. So making sure that your bowel habits are actually removing stuff, but also urination is part of getting rid of toxins from your body. Breathing, we actually get rid of more weight, through breathing out carbon dioxide than we ever do by pooing it out or sweating it out, which means we want to sweat, because sweating, some toxins are only removed through sweat. So if you're not sweating on a regular basis, which a lot of people are not exercising enough, okay, they think walking is enough or doing light activity through the day. But unless you're actually sweating, it's likely that you're holding on to certain toxins. Okay, and then it doesn't matter. There are detox protocols that we use in the clinic. But again, if you're not sweating on a regular basis, then do not expect to be as healthy as you can be. And this finally brings me to number 1. Think right. Now, in my original Magnificent 7 training, I did a whole module on Think Right. And in my 7-week anti-aging program, which is also available, I also went through thinking right and how important it is. But, and this is the big but, what I found was missing each time I've done a course, I've realized, okay, I need to improve it. There's something missing. And I can teach you very, very simply. Everyone can be taught very quickly the what to do, okay? And they can even be taught the why they need to do it as well. And you can even teach people how to think. But unless they actually change their thinking, they change their mindset, they change from the inside, they might not do all of this. And so people don't change, and people fail, and they go on course after course after course and nothing happens. So what I have finally done, I hope, is I've brought together some stuff that I've learned from a guy called Mark Waldman and neurocoaching. Some things from the 10x thinker, De Bono, and not Bono from YouTube, from U2, Nick Lucas, and then some of my other mentors in the States as well, top level thinkers, on actually taking you through a process to make some changes so that by the end of the process, you're going to go out and you're actually just going to do some of the things you need to do. And this is something that I am going to be calling the Metanoia Mastermind. And I'm going to be doing both an online version and an in-person version. So if you are interested in the free courses, the paid for courses, the in-between, if you're interested in the Metanoia Mastermind, then make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay with the updates, but join the Health Lab as well. Like this video, put a comment below as well. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the link that I put in, because it'll give you access via email, and I'll send you lots of links and keep you updated on all of the things that you need to do to really get yourself healthy, including how to make those changes. Thank you very much. You are magnificently healthy, even though you may not know it yet. Be well.